Hello and welcome to this video on plot twists in stories and movies, what they are, how to do them correctly, some examples, some things not to do, plot twists. Let's go ahead and get right to it, shall we? Woohoo! Okay, moving on. So the plot twist is defined as a plot twist is a story development that readers do not expect, in which either something shocking happens or something shocking is revealed. This is very common in literature, this is common in movies and such, and when done properly, can be very effective. When done incorrectly, not so much. So again, we will look at both. So for example, yes. Now, hopefully none of these are going to be spoilers for you, but Planet of the Apes, when it first came out, the idea that at the end they ended up being on Earth the whole time, that was something that Charlton Heston was not super proud of or very happy about, but the fact is that that was a big plot twist at the end, where he thought he had landed on a different world full of intelligent talking apes. It was not the case. It was just Earth after a nuclear holocaust, as it were. Massive plot twist. Let's look at another one. Psycho. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, again, another old movie. That's to not avoid spoilers. For you, hopefully, have heard about this. The fact that the killer mother was actually not the killer. It's not the mother. It's actually Norman Bates. This was not revealed until the end. Again, very effective the way it was set up and revealed. And yeah, it is a thing. Another one. The Sixth Sense. Yes, from the king of plot twists, as it were. I see dead people. They don't know they're dead. He's actually talking to a dead person while he says this. This is an excellent example of how it's done correctly, because we can go back and we can look through the movie and see how all along we, as the audience, were told this, and we should have that we, it does not come as it's a shock, it's a surprise, but it doesn't come out of left field. Another example. What? The Wizard of Oz? Yes, it was all a dream. Now, the all a dream plot twist can be one that can go horribly wrong, which is not good. But The Wizard of Oz actually uses it fairly well, because we learn about Dorothy and how this whole experience really helped her appreciate home and everything about it. So the fact that it was all a dream, or was it? Okay, the way that it is portrayed in the movie, it was revealed that it was a dream that she had just suffered from the storm. All right, so some criteria for doing a correct plot twist. It must be narratively sound. It means it needs to somewhat follow the narrative, and that it needs to make some sense logically. It just can't come out of left field, which we will talk about in just a minute. It must be unexpected, okay? For a good plot twist to happen, not only is it narratively sound and makes sense, but the reader or the viewer doesn't necessarily see it coming. And it says it might be foreshadowed. I would say must maybe, but might is a pretty slight word. Really strong plot twists are foreshadowed in a way that it makes it narratively sound. I would say these two are somewhat connected. What happens if you do it incorrectly? Well, then you go and you have this thing. And forgive me if I mispronounce it, but it's the Deus Ex Machina, or Deus Ex Machina, depending on who you talk to. Okay, what is that? What does that even mean? Well, it is Latin, and it basically means God from the machine. This is a problem in storytelling. Well, that's a problem depending on who you talk to. I would dare say most authors try to avoid this because it's considered to be lazy writing. This is when you try to do a plot twist and you have not done what you should have done as far as foreshadowing and making it narratively sound or necessarily be unexpected. It's probably unexpected, but not necessarily narratively sound. Some examples of this in popular movies would be, this one gets beat up a lot from The Lord of the Rings. Yes, the Eagles at the very end, they come in to save Frodo and Sam, to be able to get them back, and they also come in to help the final battle, and they kind of came out of left field. Why didn't they just take the Eagles and fly into Mordor in the first place? There's a lot of theories and possibilities, but this is generally accepted as a Deus Ex Machina, where it is something that was unexpected but not really foreshadowed enough or narratively sound for it to make sense. Another example would be from Jurassic Park. At the end of Jurassic Park, you have the folks that are standing in the middle. By the way, all these pictures are from the sources which are considered to be common property, so I'm not going to get in any trouble as far as that goes. Anyway, you have the protagonists. They're being surrounded by the velociraptors. Oh no, they're going to die. There's like 3 of them surrounding them, and then at the very last second, the T-Rex jumps in and he grabs the one that's just about to strike. Okay, where did this T-Rex come from, and why is he attacking the dinosaurs and not the people? And what? Yeah, it was, surprising, unexpected for sure. However, not really set up the way it should be to avoid that problem. Superman. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. From the original Superman series, movie series, well, I don't say original, but ones from the 80s or 70s, when things go terribly wrong for our superhero, no problem. I'll just fly around the earth backwards in reverse time. Huh? What? He couldn't save Lois Lane, so he's going to go back in time to save Lois Lane. Well, why doesn't he do that every single time there's a problem that he couldn't solve on time? Okay? That came out of nowhere. Do he have the ability to do that? Sort of? Not really? What? Yes, that is considered a deus ex machina as well. Not so good. Okay. So again, if you look at the criteria for the plot twist, the ones we talked about as deus ex machina were not necessarily narratively sound. They were not, well, they were unexpected. Okay? And they might be foreshadowed. So again, we want to make sure that when we do the plot twists, we keep these in mind. And one way, again, to make these things narratively sound is to have stuff foreshadowed. Sometimes it just needs to be a conversation, but at the same time, we can blow if we foreshadow it too much or too blatant with the foreshadowing, then it keeps it from being unexpected. So these are some things to consider about when you consider plot twists.